Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Convo is an assassin and is the main character of Dishonored. After watching his leader get killed and her daughter kidnapped, he joins up with a group of people to overrun the evil government that has set you up, or the equivalent to an evil government, or aka America's government. Just kidding, don't find me and shoot me. You are a badass assassin who has assassinated some targets, and basically you are out to kill them because they fucked you over and are trying to ruin the world. Sounds familiar. The voice acting is decent enough, however the story itself just isn't all that engaging. The game has plenty of lore with all its books and texts and finding out the past of all these characters, but it just never ever grabbed me. I never really cared who I killed, and I just killed or poisoned them or put them to sleep and moved on to the next target. And I never got to attach to any of the characters, especially the main characters, because they just were blend. A twist comes later on, and different outcomes happen based on the actions that you do in the mission. So I thought that was cool. And there's a bunch of different endings, but honestly, for me, I couldn't even get sucked into the story enough to care about the endings.
While Sokolov is at his apartment on the bridge, Samuel can get you close to the bridge, but you'll have to find
Graphic-wise, the game is just kind of weak, to be honest. I understand this is the first big IP, and they obviously put a lot of effort into it, and the design is unique enough, and the kill moves and some of the animations look wonderful. The level design is also a huge plus, seeing that it gives you many different ways to tackle all these different situations on each mission. On the bad side, some of the animations are weak, the textures are definitely low end, and the areas, while they look different, sometimes most of them are just sewers or old looking houses, and with the exception of having like that big rich building in the middle of nowhere, and that's usually where your target is. Gameplay-wise, the game tries to mix genres, similar to Deus Ex and Thief, with some mixing of shooting and some powers, kind of like Bioshock in a way. You can teleport, summon rats, see in the dark through walls. You even have a power that if you kill someone, they turn to ash so no one finds their bodies later. The game gives you enough powers where you can either tackle the game in action way, or stealth way, or just mix it up like I do.
Cut your fucking head off and ask where you headed off to. Get it? Headed off to?
The strongest factor the game has going for it is the level design. You can literally tackle situations in a bunch of different ways. You can go through underground passages. Another way is to just jump out and shoot everybody in the fucking head. Another way is to stealth slowly, or stealth by teleporting behind someone, killing them, teleporting to the next guy, killing him, and keep going. You can make a guard go to sleep, scaring the other one, and then just jump down, knock him out, or just slice his head off. You can poison drinks. You could do a bunch of different things in one level, and chances are that you and your friend will do it in all different ways, which you can then exchange stories and laugh at each other and be cool, I guess. But it's very cool that you can tackle the game in a lot of different ways. Usually games just kind of present you with one or maybe two ways. The powers are fun though limited, giving you 5 that you can actually activate while the rest are passive. It seems limited, especially since games give you like 8 to 12 powers these days. Still, the powers are fun, especially once they're leveled up to level 2. The AI can be dumb and relentless at the same time. They sometimes will chase you to the depths of hell to get you, and other times they'll just see a body and then they'll look left to right and just give up on the chase. You never really know, but overall the AI is decent enough. It's not Thief level, but it's decent. Swordplay works, though sometimes feels a little off. The movements are a little off simply because it's first person, so it's hard to judge the moves at times. Sometimes you move too fast, too slow. You don't know if you're in the view or you're obviously a little off, and then they see you and then you get annoyed. It's a little you know? Especially playing more stealth games like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear, it's a lot easier in those games to stealth. Though it works 80% of the time, and once in a while the stuff is broken or you just get detected over bullshit, you'll still enjoy the stealth if you decide to play it that way. The game definitely has length to it, You get it? Link to it. But you have to give it that length. Wow, that sounded so perverted. This game can last 25 hours if you collect everything and do most of the side missions. The game can also take you 7 hours if you just rush through it. My time was around 12 to 15 hours. I did most side quests. I looked for some stuff, but I mostly went after my target. I also blasted away some fuckers instead of a stealth approach, so that matters on your game style as well. You want to probably replay it to tackle the missions in all different ways. Sadly for me, I'm done after my first playthrough. The gameplay, while fun, isn't something that I was amazed at. On top of that, the storyline is very dull in my opinion, leaving me very little incentive to actually replay the game. The difference of endings doesn't really grab me enough to actually try to obtain them. Saying that the story is decent enough, and if you're interested enough, I can see you loving or enjoying this game, especially the design giving you all these different ways to tackle the mission can give you plenty of replayability, and I do find it a good game. It's just not a great game or an amazing one to me. I scored a 7.5 and think it's a good starter for what will probably be a series, but I hope to see some serious improvements in the AI, story, and graphics in the sequel title that is definitely probably almost surely coming out since it sold well. Now just remember to take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment.
Thank you, guys.